team. All right, today we're going to be working the core and we're going to be working the glutes. Let's go ahead and start today in a quadruped position, okay? So let me scoot my mat so that way my knees are comfortable. All right? So you want to have your wrists underneath your shoulders and you want to have your knees underneath your hips, okay? Neck is nice and neutral. Let's go ahead and have your toe active on the other side just for balance. We're going to take that knee up and the foot flat to the ceiling. We're going to pulse it up and down, okay? So I want you to really think about holding the core nice and tight and pulsing that foot up and down. Neck is nice and neutral. We're pulsing up and down. Good. Really quick workout. If you want to release the toe, go ahead, the toe that's on the floor. Push that ceiling up and down, pulse it out, giving the work to the glutes, keeping the abs nice and tight. Neck is neutral. Good. Take that leg down. We're going to do the same thing with the other leg. Up to the ceiling, pulsing it out, keeping the abs nice and tight. Good work. Good, those abs should be nice and fired up. Take it down. We're going to take a quick child's pose. So all you're going to do is sit back onto the heels, reach forward, head through the arms. All right, so this next one will probably be the most challenging one for most of us. We're going to be in a planked position. If you don't want to be in a planked position, you can be on your knees. You don't have to be on your toes. So high plank position is right here. This is high plank. Okay, I want you here. If you cannot be here, you simply lower the knees, release the toe, okay? And you're coming out this way. We're just doing some toe taps with a straight leg, okay? Now, first things first, when you're in that position, I really want you to think of holding the abs nice and tight, okay? So abs are tight, your hips are tilted forward to engage the abs. You're doing a little slight crunch, okay, to hold the abs nice and tight. We're not here, we're here, okay? So let's get into that high plank, just like this. Hips are tight, and we're toe tapping. Driving that heel to the ceiling as high as you can without losing the hip. Keeping the hips and shoulders square to the floor. Good work. Just a few. I know these are hard. Good work. Nice. Now switch sides. Remember those hips are tight, abs are tight. Toe tapping. Other side. We're working abs, we're working glutes. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Take it back down really quickly. I want you to roll out the wrists, roll the shoulders. We're going to take it onto our stomachs now, okay? So all we're going to do is simply just turn over. We're going to practice our crunches. So we're going to take it down. Okay, I want you to practice getting into a crunch. So what that means is I don't want you tilted up this way. I want you to learn to drive the hips this way. So your tailbone in back of you, I want your tailbone to come up and point up to the ceiling. Okay, so tailbone comes up. This way, you see how I tilted? And I'm driving my belly button into the floor, okay? So I'm not here, I'm here. That's what I want you to focus on today. All right, so you see how my belly button is up this way? I want you to push the belly button in and you rotate the hips down, okay? That fires up your abs, okay? We're gonna practice a few pelvic tilts just to get into good position. So ready, we're gonna tilt, tailbone up, and down. So you're going to feel your low back touch the floor and the tailbone come up. Ready? And tilt. Good. Back down. Relax. Tilt. Good. Relax. So you're rotating this way. See? Rotate. That's a pelvic tilt. Good. Try your best to stay light on the feet. Tilt. Hold it. Relax. Again, tilt. Now you're gonna hold that pelvic tilt. You're gonna drive through these heels, and then you're gonna lift the glutes up. Good, down, good. Now, we're gonna turn that into a crunch. So that pelvic tilt is actually what you're doing when you're crunching. So you're here, and you crunch, okay? So we're gonna tilt, crunch, back down, and lift. Good, tilt, crunch, back down, and lift. Good, repeat, and lift. Pelvic tilt, crunch, back down, and lift. Good, pelvic tilt, crunch, and lift. Pelvic tilt, crunch, and lift. Again, tilt, crunch, and lift. Try to keep those elbows open. When you're doing this, we got 10 more seconds. Hold that tilt, even when you're lifting the hips up and down. Good. And done. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to do this with one leg. We still don't lose the pelvic tilt. So you want to stay, keep that pelvic tilt, okay? Lift your glutes up. Now I want you to point that leg straight out, touch the floor, back up, and then down and up the other leg for that glute work. So it's touch the floor, up, down, up. Keep the abs nice and tight. Good. Keeping those abs super tight. Come on. I know we're working off one leg, so that glute, the leg that is flat on the floor, that's the glute you're feeling it in. We're almost done. And done. Perfect. We're going to do the same thing to the other leg. Pelvic tilt, lift up, let that leg come straight out. We're going to come down and up with that leg, nice and soft, and then a glute. Glute press, good. Down and up, leg comes down and up. Now glute comes down and up. Good. Abs are super tight here. Good work. Almost done. Good, good. We're right there. Keep going. Good. And relax. All right. Now, last one. We're going to do crunches and lifts again, but this time when we glute lift, we're going to have our feet on the floor, pressing our heels together. So press those heels together nice and hard. Legs come out, okay? You don't have to have your feet super close to the body. If you don't have the flexibility to do that, you can be out here, okay? So now, the intention is to push the heels in together. So push those heels in together. Now drive those hips up and then rest. Press the heels, drive up, and then rest. Good. Now, let's add 5 crunches and 5 glute lifts, okay? So we're going to take the arms, we're going to reach forward, crunch, 2, 3, 4, 5, hands down, 1, 2, good, 3, 4, 5, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, crunch up, 5, good, lift up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good, one more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hands down, 1, abs tight, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. All right, so you should probably feel that in the outer glute. You'll also feel that in the core as well. Okay, so now all we're going to do is we're going to turn it over. All right, we're going to do some glute lifts this way. All right, taking the core out of it, focusing on just the glute and hammy. Now you're going to hold those abs nice and tight, create a little diamond here. You can stick your forehead right there, or you can put your face just right on top of your mat or the floor. Make sure your neck is nice and neutral. All right, here we go. You take that foot to the ceiling, lift up, hold, and then down slow. Down slow. If your leg does not come off the floor, that's okay. The intention is there. You're going to squeeze the glute, come down slow. So you're lifting the ceiling up off the room and setting it down nice and soft where you got it from. Lift the ceiling up, set it down. Remember, your abs and your core are super tight right here. Good. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. We're going to go to the other side, lifting that ceiling up, and go. Abs are tight. Don't forget the abs. Lift that ceiling up high off the room. Set it down softly. Good. You might even see that one side can lift higher than the other. That's completely normal. We're going to work on this. I want you really to work on your flexibility, your strength. Good. Hold the abs tight. Lift the ceiling up and down slow. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Press yourselves up. Set it back into child's pose. Reach forward. Good work. Okay, let's curl those toes under. I want you to kick up and then downward dog here. Press the heels into the floor. You can pedal them out, bring them closer together. Good. Now you're just going to walk one leg through. Set it down for a pigeon pose, stretching out the glutes. Nice work today. Really quick work, but really good abs and really good glute work here. Practice these at home. Glutes are part of your core movement. They're really, really big muscle. Really good to work. Go ahead and switch legs. And the core, of course, every movement stems from the core. So you want to have a nice, strong core. Good. We're going to take both legs back to the start position. So let's go ahead and sit the legs down, back again. We're going to take it into a cobra. Push yourselves up. Get as high as you can, stretching out the midline of the stomach. It's right where we worked for those crunches. Good. Hold it here. And that is it for our glutes and abs. You guys did amazing today. Thank you for joining me. I will see you again next week.